Hey, what's going on guys? Me, JD Studios, and today I have the Imperial Assault Hovertank set. This is set 75152, ages 7 to 12, and it retails for £30 in the UK and I believe $30 in the US. Includes 3 minifigures, 2 Imperial Hovertank pilots, Chirrut Imwe as well. So this set is awesome. I loved it in Rogue One film, and I just love the character Chirrut, though not the same level as K2SO is my favourite character. So I may have accidentally opened it prior because I did do a start a speed build, and then I realised I normally open this on camera. So it is open, but that's it. So we have our instruction manual. I love the it doesn't have the new binding, which is a little sad because I love that binding. Anyway, so we have bag 1, bag 2, bag 3 and bag 4. Looks like we get our pilots in bag 2 and Chirrut in bag 1. I mean pilots in bag 3, Chirrut in bag 2. Bag 1 I mean. Right, so let's get to the build. Right guys, so now I've assembled the set. This is what it looks like in its entirety, and if I have to be honest, this is a pretty good set. So for £30, in my opinion, it is a little on the small side, but it is still a pretty hefty vehicle, and I'm quite impressed with what Lego's done with this set. So starting off, we have our 3 minifigures. We've got Chirrut and our 2 Imperial Hovertank troopers. So let's get an in-depth look at them right now. Right guys, so here is the first minifigure, Chirrut Imwe. So I've taken off the staff and the blaster, bow rifle sort of thing, so that you can get a better look at the minifigure. So it used this really unique, awesome red black cape, and it's got some really great chest printing. I like the white gauntlet sort of piece that they had in the film, and I really love the way they've done Chirrut's actual printing on the face. Now let's get around to the back. Now on the back, Chirrut has a more serious expression, and I think it's quite nice, this expression, but the back printing is actually covered up by the holster, the bowcast. Now you can use this for both the bowcast and the staff, but it simply goes on like so, and it holds there pretty well actually, and I like the look of it, quite accurate to the film. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off the back bit. Now with the back piece off, we can get a better detailed look at it, and as you can see, it seems that he's got a cape printed on the back, which looks really awesome, along with the white straps that were on the front also crossing onto the back, which looks truly amazing. I think Lego's done an amazing job on this, and the reason I'm not moving the cape is because there is no printing on the legs. It's just plain black with no particular printing. So that is Chirrut. He is an amazing minifigure. I can't really say he's my favourite because I'm torn between these 2 minifigures. They're both great, but anyway, let's move on. Now, the Hovertank troopers are insane. They look really good. The leg printing really, it looks amazing. And despite the fact there is a little hiccup between the printing on the legs and the torso, it still has worked out very nicely, and I really like it, especially the helmet mold, I mean, which is the exact same one we got in the Shore Trooper, but in white. So if I remove the head, as you can see, it's just the normal angry clone face, and the armour looks incredible on both the front and the back. So that's how it looks from behind without the helmet, and if we move the helmet to the side, we can get a look at the side of the helmet. Now we're looking at, in my opinion, the star of the set, because normally like the vehicles, the minifigures are always quite a big draw. Like for example, the new Phantom set, the only reason people are actually going to buy it is for the minifigures. But for me, this is an incredible build. I really like it. I really enjoyed the build as a whole. I found it interesting, and I hope you enjoy the speed build as well. So let's just start by removing this orange crate. So this is the orange crate. So in here is meant to be kyber crystals. That's a bit of a spoiler for Rogue One. I'm sorry I didn't warn you. but it's got some very nice handles, so the troopers can lift it off to display the blasters and micro binoculars. Though I kind of wish they included some actual like kyber crystal in there. I don't know how they would have done that, but maybe just some gem pieces, which would have been quite cool. But you do get only one of these crates, which is a disappointment because it's got room for two at the back, which is a little upsetting. So if you want to get the new Battle of Scarif set, you'll also get a crate in there, so you can fill this up completely. But it's still a nice crate to get. I like getting these kind of small builds on the side. I think it's a really great addition to the set. Now, moving on to the vehicle itself, that now I've gone past the crate, we can see that at the front you've got your three main blasters. So if you've seen the trailers, you'll have seen this. These were like going up and they were shooting a building. It was pretty cool and it looks really, really nice on the build. Now, if I lift it up, you can see that there are spring-loaded shooters there, and to actually fire those, you simply twist this little gear, and it fires off like so. And if we twist the other gear, I don't know whether you actually saw that because it moves quite fast. Now, if we open the front hatch here, we can get a look at the interior, which is kind of dark. So if I open the top, you can get a bit more light and then you can see what's going on. So we've got some translucent red pieces on the sides as well, and on the front. These are where the pilots are going to sit. So first of all, we need to get rid of the blasters. So there are clips on the side of the vehicle for your blasters. And then we can take our pilots and we can see the first one here, and then we can open up the top hatch and see the second pilot right behind the first. Now, my only a little gripe is this hatch. I kind of wish it was actually able to open, which I know is quite a big thing to ask from Lego because of the way this piece works here, but it would be nice if it could open, because then we could have the pilot popping out and using this, which can actually have your blaster attached to it to shoot, which is pretty damn cool. And I really like it. It acts as a mini turret, and that's why I want that hatch to open. But other than that, it looks really, really nice. So, this is the build as a whole. It's also got some rolling translucent wheels. And actually, in the film, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but this actually does roll in the film on treads or something, which I know it's called a Hovertank, but I don't actually remember. I don't think I ever saw it hovering. I thought it was on treads or something. Maybe I'm wrong. So now let's get to the final thoughts. So right before we do the final thoughts, as always, I'm going to show you the back of the instruction booklet, so you've got the nice picture of the other sets in the wave. Now, I only need the AT-ST and Krennic Shuttle. I've actually got Krennic Shuttle coming very soon. Those are the pieces. So, it shouldn't be long before I actually have the full set wave. AT-ST, that's definitely on my list of sets to buy. So, I can't wait to get my hands on that. Now, this is a £30, $30 set. That's in a really good price. I'm pretty sure you do get your 10 cents and 10p per piece ratio. And this is quite a big set. The only really gripe anybody can ever say about this is that piece. We are missing a crate, and that is a bit of a letdown. But other than that, this set is perfect. It really is. You've got, because my issue with all these sets has always been they include a villain vehicle, but you never get any heroes in it. And Lego have taken that and swapped that around with these Rogue One sets, so we always get a villain. So we've got this set, and we've got a villain, and we've got a hero. And for example, TIE Strike, we got a hero and all that stuff. And I think Lego's done a really good job to include that playability. So if you're a kid, there is tons of playability to the set. You've got some nice extra spare pieces which you can play around with. And it's just a great vehicle as a whole, quite accurate to the film in my opinion. So yeah, honestly, I just like this vehicle. I like the set. I might get another one, build an Imperial army of Hovertanks, which would be pretty cool. And that's all I have for now. If you want to see more reviews like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time.